So I'm here at my parents' house and I've managed to convince my dad to do a YouTube video with me. And that's because he's a history professor who's a little bit of an AI skeptic. Now, Dad, do you think there's maybe, just maybe something that AI could help you do?
Well, Ned, you know that I'm skeptical of AI, not for its power, but because students often use it as a substitute for their own work and have it write their papers for them. But I was thinking, I know you're an enthusiast for AI because of its ability to handle large data sets, and maybe could it suggest some research sources or how to organize my research?
Well, funny you should mention that because in today's video, I'm partnering with an AI research tool called Consensus that allows common AI tools like Claude to access millions of peer-reviewed research papers. So do you think maybe there's a topic that you might want to write a paper on?
Well, I have a fun one. As you know, I'm a historian of pop culture and food, and I was thinking, what about a viral food like Dubai chocolate? That cake I made, Dubai chocolate cake, that was pretty good. And I was thinking maybe I could write on something like that.
The one for Mom's birthday?
Oh, yes. Good.
Well, before we get into that fascinating research and talking a little bit more about consensus, I think I have to introduce myself. My name's Ned.
My
Dad.
name's Jeff.
And in today's video, we're going to be talking about AI. But before we get into all that and we jump into the computer, if you could do me a favor, go on over, hit the like button, and then move on over and hit the subscribe button, especially if you're really interested in learning about some of these new fun AI tools. It would mean a lot. Okay, now let's jump into the computer and let's start learning. So Consensus is an AI tool that helps you with your research, and they've partnered with some of the largest publishers in the world. And they have a web portal, which is what we're kind of showing you up on the screen right now. But Dad, what I really want to show you is its MCP features and then kind of how some skills work and how that can help you build a plan around your Dubai chocolate article. But before we get into any of that, if you're watching this video and you want to follow along with me and my dad, if you go down into the video description and click the link, what you can do is you can sign up for Consensus completely for free. So like here I am doing it with a Google account. And then you also can get a completely free 7-day trial of their pro account by simply clicking this link right here. All right. Now back to the video. First, do you know what an MCP server is?
Master Control Protocol?
Close. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it's an open source standard that allows AI large language models to connect to third-party tools like Consensus. So jumping on into the desktop then, this is Claude. Have you ever used Claude?
No.
Well, Claude is one of the more popular language models from Anthropic, and they have this desktop application. Now, I can ask it a question or do something like ask it to say hello to my dad, and it will respond with a prompt. But right now, it basically just has access to the built-in information that it was trained with. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add in a third-party tool. We can do that by clicking this little box right here, and then start clicking connectors, at which point we can then search for third-party connectors by clicking this little plus button and then hitting browse connectors. Now here we can then search for Consensus, which is the AI research tool that I'm wanting to show you, and we can click this little plus button, at which point it will then prompt us to sign in. I can go ahead, sign in, and add the connector into Claude. Now let me give this a little refresh, and then go ahead and hit connect. Now this is going to connect, sign on in, and then open up Anthropic connected to Consensus. Now, right now, it's set to always need approval before accessing this tool. I'm going to live life a little dangerously, and I'm going to set it to always allow Claude to activate Consensus. So now that we've gone ahead and we've installed the Consensus MCP into Claude, we can then open up a new chat window and we can start talking. So Dad, what would be kind of a question you would initially search for or papers you'd look for if you were starting to write an article?
Well, typically in a ordinary database, the first thing you do is type in the topic itself and see what else has been written on it. And so let me do that.
So what you're doing here is you're kind of typing in a prompt saying find academic papers or find research, which should be a keyword to Claude, where it'll recognize, hey, this is something that I need to activate a tool for. In
Ah,
this case,
there it
see,
is.
it activated the tool
Yes, right,
Consensus.
right.
So for example, right now it's just simply returning some initial research for you. Now, you can kind of continue on this path, going back and forth with Claude and Consensus and letting it start to pull in more and more articles. However, one of the more interesting things that you can do with an AI like this is you can also install things called skills. Have you heard anyone talk about skills when it comes to AI?
Only what you have said at dinner about using skills in your work.
Well, so skills are really, really fascinating because what they allow you to do is to essentially define a persona or a specific subset or series of actions for the AI to follow. So Consensus has created some out-of-the-box skills that we can take a look at. So on their website, Consensus features 3 skills that they've built. There's a curriculum development skill, a literature review helper skill, and then a grant research skill. Do one of these sound the most interesting to you?
Well, literature review is what I would like.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's click this download skill button to download it, and then we'll be right back. So here we are, and we're back in Claude, and we have the skill over here on our desktop that we've downloaded. What we're going to have to do first is we're going to have to, once again, go over here into this customize section and then add in the skills. So we're going to click skills right here. And then we're going to click this little plus button. And then we are going to go over here and we're going to go upload a skill. And we're going to drag and drop the skill file that we just downloaded. Once this review helper skill is created, what you can actually view is what it's been told to do. All skill files really are is a set of instructions for the AI to follow. So in this case, this skill is saying, hey, you're a research assistant that takes a user's question and produces a strategically planned mini review. So Dad, why don't we try out using this skill by going back into our chat section right here and then clicking new chat. And I'm going to hand the keyboard on over to you. You can activate the skill by typing a backslash and then typing the skill name. And as you can see, it's already actually popping up in here. So like there we are, literature review helper. Mm-hmm. Now you can ask that skill a question by typing a prompt. So why don't you type a prompt?
So why don't I continue this theme of viral food trends and see what it does for me here.
So as you can see, Claude is now going to activate the skill, and the skill will tell it like, hey, go connect to Consensus and follow kind of the set of steps and logic that's been actually laid out in the skill file. So Claude thought for a minute or two and it returned this. Dad, what do you kind of initially think?
I think it's really impressive how it summarized the research. I'd like to see a little more historical content, though.
So let's maybe then see if we can customize this research assistant skill so it actually pulls back historical references. So once again, I'm going to go back over here to this customize section. Then I'm going to hit skills. And then what I'm going to do is let's try to maybe edit this profile away from a research assistant to make it a historian. So we could do that by clicking these 3 dots right here and then clicking edit in Claude. So AI is a little bit circular where you can use the AI agent to not only use a skill, but also create a skill. So right here, it now says, help me edit the literature review skill. Why don't you add some more context into this around what you want to do?
Well, I'm a historian and interested in historical and cultural literature. So let me type in, I am a historian interested in historical and cultural literature.
Okay. No, it won't let you type back in until it's finished kind of processing and reading the skills. So that's what it's just done right here. So it's kind of giving you a summary of the skill, and then it's asking you what edits you want to make. So now you should be good to hit the enter button. So why don't you go ahead and hit enter one more time?
Okay.
So it's now going to take this, and what it's probably going to do is it's going to prompt you and ask a few more questions around how you actually want to customize it. So why don't we take a few minutes and kind of go back and forth with the AI, and then we can show people kind of some of the changes that have been made. So if we scroll on down, there we can go. It's asking you some questions. So after a few minutes of Claude thinking, we now have an edited skill. And as you can see, it did ask us some questions down here. So it said, what is your primary historical focus? And then it asked you for what you think the output document should focus and emphasize the most. Why did you choose these?
Well, I am most interested in the cultural history of this phenomenon. And also, as a historian, I'm really interested, most of all, in basing my research on primary sources. And so that is why I chose that.
Well, let's look at the skill, right? Because it did change quite a bit. As you can see, it changed up here in the profile section right here that you are now a historical literature exposure, as well as editing kind of this profile down. But then it also changed the core framework that the skill is using down here to a SPAT framework where it focuses on subject, period, area and place, and theme. All right, it did make some other changes kind of throughout this document, but we're not going to make everyone kind of sit and look at this with us. So now let's save this skill by clicking this Save Skill button, and then let's replace the existing skill by clicking Upload and Replace. Now, once we have this clicked, what we can then do is we can go back into our chats right here, click a new chat, and why don't you try to activate that new skill again?
So I'm going to go here, hit backsplash, and I see literature review helper. And then I'll type my search, viral food trends, and press return.
Okay, so now what you should see is you should see it start to use the skill to actually look for viral food trends. And remember, this is our customized skill. So it's following our new and improved instructions, which means it should be looking for things with historical context, right? And so that's what it's doing right here. And then it also should be using a new framework. So why don't we scroll down and just kind of see what it actually did here. And as you can see, there it is
A
using
SPAT framework.
Yep, and it's going to continue on going, and it's going to start to give you some additional pages and continue to prompt. So right here, right, it's doing a quick scan. It's looking for some additional pages, and it's asking you some questions. So why don't you select which one you want to do?
Well, let's try the quick scan.
Okay,
and
so
see.
now it's going to react, and it's going to start to look for some additional documents here. Now, might take a minute or two because you got to keep in mind it's actually running a bunch of queries and things in the background. If you actually want to see what it's doing, you can click right here and you can see what the AI is kind of doing behind the scenes. So as you can see, it's consistently activating consensus over and over and over again, looking for results and trying to kind of get some documents here. So, right, it's now read the skill, and now it's going to start to output everything into a Word document for you. So here it is now starting an actual code package in the background on your computer to output the data into a docx. It's recognized that I don't have the code package installed on my computer, and it's going to install it for me. So there's nothing I actually even really have to do. Right? We're just kind of sitting here letting the AI do its thing. All right, now it's been a few minutes and the AI has finally returned a Word document with all of its results. So let's click this button here to open it up in Word. And Dad, why don't you give me your initial thoughts?
This is very impressive. I like how it has not only an overview, includes priority reading for literature, and also area guides that I might not explore myself, but certainly provokes thought. I could see using this with students as well, having them generate their own guides and teaching them how to approach a topic without having AI write the paper itself.
So would you then say that you are no longer an AI skeptic?
Well, when it comes to this kind of guide, I would say I'm a believer.
All right. Well, with that, maybe we should go eat some Dubai chocolate.
Good idea.
So with that, you've reached the end of this video. If you're interested in checking out Consensus for yourself, use the link down below in the video description for a completely free 1-week trial. Now, thank you, Dad, for coming on the video.
My pleasure, Ned. I learned a lot.
And if you are interested in continuing to learn, do me a favor, go on over and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.